Hi, in this video we'll learn how to solve a two-step equation and find out the value of the unknown variable. So to solve this equation, we need to get x by itself on its own on the left-hand side. So what do we need to eliminate from the left-hand side? We'll need to eliminate this 1 from here. We'll also need to eliminate this 8 so that we get x by itself on its own. So what do we eliminate first? Do we eliminate -1 or do we eliminate 8 first? Well, you always get rid of the coefficient at the end. So this will be our second step. The first step is to eliminate this 1, which is subtracted from 8x, which is subtracted from our variable. And to solve the equation, we always do the inverse operation, the opposite operation. So what is the opposite of subtracting? Opposite of subtracting is adding. And what is the opposite of subtracting 1? Opposite of subtracting 1 is adding 1. So I'm going to add 1 on both sides of my equation. And remember, whenever you solve the equation, whatever you do to one side of the equation, you do the same thing to the other side as well so that your equations stay balanced. So I've added 1 on both sides of the equation. So this -1 and +1 will just cancel out each other. They'll add up to 0. Whenever you have same numbers with opposite signs, they add up to 0. We're only left with 8x on the left-hand side. Then we have equal sign in the middle, and then 63 plus 1 gives us 64. So I've got 8x equals 64. We're successfully able to eliminate this 1, which was subtracted from our variable. Now we need to get rid of this 8. How do I get rid of this 8? So whenever you have a coefficient that is attached to your variable, you basically divide by that coefficient. So since 8 is attached to x, in order to eliminate this 8, I will have to divide by 8. Because see, this is basically, again, we're performing the inverse operation. This is 8 times x. 8 is being multiplied by x. So what is the opposite of multiplying by 8? Opposite of multiplying by 8 will be dividing by 8. So whatever number you see that is attached to your x variable, this is called a coefficient. You just divide by that coefficient on both sides of the equation. So I'm going to divide by 8 on both sides of my equation. This 8 and this 8 will cancel out each other, which is what we want. So x is equal to, and then 64 divided by 8 is 8. So we got x equals 8. Now let's say if I want to check whether my solution is correct or not. All I need to do is to plug this value back into my equation. So my equation was 8x minus 1 is equal to 63. When I plug this value of x back into my equation, this should make my equation true. So let's see, in place of x, I'll substitute 8 because the value of x is equal to 8. So this is basically 8 times 8. And then I have -1 is equal to 63. 8 times 8 is equal to 64. And then 64 minus 1, that should be equal to 63. 64 minus 1 is 63, and 63 is equal to 63. This is making my equation true. This value x equals 8 is making my equation true. So I know that my answer is absolutely correct. This is how you can check whether your answer is correct or not. I hope you find this video helpful. That's all in this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new to this channel and want to see more videos on other math topics, be sure to subscribe down below and share it with your friends. See you in the next video.